Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Schweda, coming to you from New Orleans, Louisiana, and tonight it's my great pleasure to be able to share with you what people are excited about with elevacity and becoming an elevapreneur. We have some amazing things going on. This small company has literally gone from thousands of dollars a month to literally millions in a little bit under 6 months. And why is that? And what it really boils down to is the mission of what we're doing as elevapreneurs. Because as an elevapreneur, what we're doing is we are literally elevating other entrepreneurs, helping other people and inspiring them to know and believe that more is possible in their life, that they can take their happiness to another level, that they can take their finances and their health to a whole nother level. And that's what our mission is to show people and inspire people that more is definitely possible. So guys, what is it that we do? We literally are opening up the conversation with coffee. And it really boils down to, can we all agree that we all know people that are drinking coffee? And what if there was a coffee that literally opened up people's brains to a whole nother level of thinking, to another level of energy, to another level of focus? Wouldn't it be amazing if there was an affordable coffee that can literally help balance out the hormones in their brain to where, or in your brain, to where you can live on a whole nother level? And guys, that's exactly what we have. We have Elevate Coffee. And what it does is it elevates your mood. You can literally just look on the bag and increases your energy, enhances your clarity, boosts memory, burns fat, curbs cravings. It's all in a very simple coffee. And for those people that do coffee, we literally have a hot chocolate that does the exact same thing called Chocolate Vape. And guys, I'm gonna go over a couple of the benefits of what is happening and what is all the buzz about when it comes to what it is that we're sharing. So guys, we're starting off with a conversation called dose. And what dose is this coffee, by balancing out the hormones in the brain, will release dopamine. With this, and I'll explain this, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, which stands for dose. So what does that mean? Those are all the happy chemicals and the love hormone that your body will naturally release because of the nootropics. Guys, I'm not a scientist, and I don't need to be. My doctor, when she saw the ingredients, was blown away. She is an MD that is very into holistic things as well, and doing things and putting the right energy in to where your body will heal itself. And by no means will I, try to claim that this product, saves the planet, heals things and all that. It may save the planet from perspective of people are happier. And can we all agree that if people are happier around you, just life gets easier? So guys, what we're doing is we're helping people, one happy person at a time, to literally change where they are. Because I'll use Sean Aker for an example. Sean Aker basically was a Harvard professor that literally started to interview a bunch of people, and he asked them, what is the thing that you strive for most? And what he found is that the number one thing that people strive for was happiness. And if you're like me, you pay attention to what's going on out there, and people are on antidepressants, they're on anxiety medications, they're on this loft, that loft, all these different pills talking about one benefit. They go over, 5 seconds of benefits and it seems like 30 minutes on a commercial of all the side effects of taking that medication. And again, I don't want to say that by taking this, you no longer have to worry about that. But what if there was a coffee that would help release those happy chemicals to where you can, better deal with certain things in your life? Guys, that's exactly what this coffee has done for me. It's been amazing since I've been taking this coffee and the Xanthamax. I've noticed a bunch of things. Not only have I noticed a huge difference in the inflammation in my leg and with all the things that I've done, the accidents I've been in, and being a horseshoer, literally bent onto a horse's butt all day, I was dealing with a lot of aches and pains. Every morning when I woke up, it took me a minute to be able to stand up straight. But since I've been taking these products, I've noticed that my experience every morning when I wake up is totally different, where, you know, I have more zest, I have more energy, I'm sleeping better. So guys, these are a lot of the things, but what if this can also help crave or curb your cravings? I was like, that didn't sound right. What if this could curb your cravings? What if it helped turn off the hunger in your brain so where you were no longer like going, oh my God, I want the sugar and I want this snack and that snack? What I've noticed is I've totally changed my eating habits since I've been drinking the coffee. I'm also experiencing some intermittent fasting where I wake up in the morning, I have my cup of coffee. We also have a healthy fat creamer for those ketogenic people. And I drink my coffee and I literally don't eat until way later on in the day. And then after I eat, I basically will share, I might eat one time, maybe twice in a day, but for the most part, I'm not eating until the evening. So guys, I've noticed a huge difference in that, but don't just take my word for it. I'm going to call a few people on, and why not call Colleen? I see you out there. What has the product done for you, Colleen?
Hey, how are you? So anyway, John and I took a drive from New Jersey to Dallas. We've had an apartment there for 3 years, and we rent a car every month when we go there. And it was like, this is ridiculous. Let's just drive one of our cars down. So we drove, you know, we took our time, a good 5 days. So we went to different hotels and restaurants and like stayed at some resorts, and we had a great time, but we were eating and drinking the whole time. And, you know, I don't eat as much. That's definitely for sure. And I was totally terrified. I had fear of the scale when I got home. And it was the other day, and I was like, I'm not getting on that scale. And then finally I was like, you need to just get on the scale and deal with the reality. I got on the scale. I was 1.5 pounds less than when I left. So, I mean, the Xanthamax it's definitely fat burning. Like your body it gets into this mode and this system of burning fat. And I was not good. Believe me, I didn't, of course, overeat because I'm not that hungry, but I wasn't careful about what I eat like I have been. So like that was like a thrill for me. And I swear that was like 3 days ago that I weighed myself, and I really think I lost weight since then. It's crazy. But I'm like you, you know, even if I wake up hungry, I just drink a cup of coffee and I'm not hungry. And then I don't eat till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I'll eat just a little. And then at night I eat just a little. And it's just been amazing. We went out to dinner tonight. We feel like old people because I guess we are kind of technically old people, according to what's his name, the guy that called us elderlies. No, but we went to dinner at 5. A friend of ours owns a restaurant, and I just have like a cup of soup and a salad, and we have fun and go home. And it's just a lifestyle that I'm digging, and the product is amazing. And like you said, it's like by the time you want to go to bed, you're tired. You've used a ton of energy during the day. And it's just been great. And everybody that I share it with, the bartender there has become a distributor. And she's like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've never done this before in my life. And I have like 13 customers, and she literally doesn't know what she's doing. So it's like the product totally sells itself. It's phenomenal. And she happens to be a diabetic. And just one more quick thing I'll add is my brother in Texas, he's a year older than me. He's got diabetes because he's fat. I mean, all right. He's a big guy, 6'4", probably 300 pounds, whatever. He went on the product. 4 weeks later, he went to the doctor. His blood sugar levels went from 8.8 to 6.7, okay? He only lost 10 pounds in that month, which is for his size, like, you know, dropping a life raft off the Titanic. It's not a lot of weight. So it was strictly these products. So it blows me away. It's crazy. But anyway, love it. Love the lifestyle. Love the product. It's fabulous. Thanks for having me on.
Awesome. Let me see if I can call out one of these guys. They're probably going to be like, oh my God. Oh, I see. Daryl Gentry, are you out there, buddy? I don't know if you're available to jump on. Love to hear your story. Now I'm going to call on I see Bob or Christy Cratch. Don't everybody jump at one time. All right. So what we're gonna do, is I'm gonna just go ahead and get started. So normally we will pre-arrange, people to share their stories. But today I didn't know I was actually doing this presentation until just a little while ago. So with that being said, guys, what I want to show you is the opportunity side behind what we do. The place where you can actually get paid to do what most people will do already. And, the beautiful part about this, and what I love so much about it, is we get paid to do what you would already do for free. And that's when you know you have a home run. When you know that you have something that you would go out there and tell somebody, even if you weren't getting paid, you know that you're in the right place at the right time. So with that, guys, I want to talk a little bit about how we get paid and why people are having so much success so fast. One, we're talking about a very simple conversation. A lot of people are like, I don't like to sell, not necessarily sure, how to do something like that. And fantastic. You really don't need to know, do you know how to drink coffee? Yes. Do you know how to have coffee with someone else? Yes, everybody does. You can say, I don't have a whole lot of time. Great. You're already drinking coffee, and you're already normally having coffee with other people, no matter whether you have time or not. We all have time to do whatever's important. But what if you could just literally share with people what the coffee is and how it works, and basically go out there and I see Angela raise your hand. Angela, were you wanting to share a story? You're not muted. You're muted. Unmute. There you go.
I'm good. I was just waving my hand or something. I don't know.
All right, no problem. So, way to throw myself off. So with that, guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what the business side is. Growing up, I grew up having big dreams, big aspirations. And unfortunately, I found myself in a position where, I had the house I could afford. I had the car I could afford. It wasn't where I wanted to be. And my life didn't look like I had dreamed as a kid. And growing up, we have all these big dreams, big aspirations. And then we find ourselves in a position working 40 hours a week, for 40 years to retire for 40% of what we couldn't live off of to begin with. Guys, I want to be very clear. By no means am I going to badmouth a job or anything like that. I prefer personally, I'm psychologically unemployable. So I've always done better having my own, business, which basically I own my job. But there's a bunch of things that need to be done by people. And so by no means am I basically talking bad about a job. So with that, guys, I wanted to share that because having a job and having a business mindset are two different things. And in our company, what they've done is they've created an environment where you can do, like I said, do what you would already do for free and get paid to do it, and where you can own your own business, almost like owning your own franchise, right? And you can kind of vision it almost like if you were, say, an insurance broker or something like that, where in our company, you can either be an agent or you can build an agency. And I'm going to break down how that works. But the beautiful part about our company is they've made the price of starting your own business with the company for so affordable that everyone can do it. And I shared earlier that I was a horseshoer growing up. And that was literally, I was self-employed. I was making decent money at an early age, but it was really tasking on my body, one. Number two, it was expensive to learn and just to buy the tools. Guys, to buy the tools, to shoe a horse, to literally put the shoes and nail the shoes on a horse's foot cost more than the biggest pack we have in our company, which is just amazing, right? If you wanted to go cut grass, you would spend more on a push lawnmower than what you can get started in elevacity, right? So let me show you how that works. So guys, we have the starting point in our company is $249. So basically a meal for the dinner if you went to a nice restaurant, a meal for the dinner. A meal for the family if you went to a nice restaurant $249, guys. What do you get for that? You're going to get multiple bags of coffee. You're going to get the Xanthamax, and you're going to get some chocolate vape in there. And for $249, you're going to have enough product for you to be on for a month's supply, as well as some to sample. But this is not for someone that wants to go out there and build really fast, because our model is letting the product do all the heavy lifting for you, so where you don't have to. So for the people that are like, I don't like to sell stuff, great. But what if you just literally put a scoop in someone's cup or gave them a sample and the coffee did all the work for you? That would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? Well, that's our model on how we go out there and build as I walk out of the camera. So guys, I hope y'all can see this, but the starting point is $249. For the $499, this is for somebody that wants to run a little bit faster, and it's gonna give you a little bit over double the product on what you get for the $249. Then for the person that wants to run and run fast, we have a $999. Again, I shared, a commercial lawnmower is around $1,000 just to push, right? The tools to shoe a horse were over $1,000 when I got started. So guys, $1,000 is so affordable, but get in where you fit in. We don't care which one you get started with, but get started. The other value that you get in the $999 is also a telemed card, where you can literally pick up the phone and get on FaceTime and see a doctor and go through an appointment right from your phone without actually having to go in to see the doctor, and they can call in a prescription if you need one in a local area, which you'll also get discounts on that, discounts on some eyeglasses, and I think even dental as well. So guys, it also comes, all of these kits are gonna come with our Travel Explorer, which is gonna give you anywhere from 30 to 50% off of travel in terms of hotel rooms, resorts, all-inclusives, cruises, and such like that. So guys, tons of value in our kits. So in starting a business, doesn't it make sense to figure out, how do I make a return on my investment? And what I love about this is the return on investment is so quick, because we show you how to go out there and get paid right away, because the company is going to pay you 20% on everything that you personally do. So if you enroll other promoters, you can literally enroll 5 people on whatever kit you came on board at. You're going to basically get your money back. So if you came on board at $999, they're paying you 20%, which is $200. So you make $200 every time you enroll someone at $999, $100 at $499, and $50 at $249. So if you want to make your investment back, all you have to do is get 5 people to enroll in whatever kit that you got started on. So we have multiple ways to get started, and we have multiple ways that we get paid. So the first way that I just shared was Fast Starts. So in Fast Starts, they pay weekly, because you're like, when do I get paid? Fast Starts get paid out weekly every single week. Starting 2 weeks after the first pay period, you will start getting a check every week for what you did 2 weeks prior. So Fast Starts are going to pay you out 20% weekly. We also get paid weekly on retail. And in retail, how does that work? Y'all have retail? Because a lot of direct sales companies, community marketing companies, don't have retail. So let's just use the dose that I was explaining earlier, and we'll use this as an example. So I forgot to go over the happy pill, by the way. The Xanthamax releases the oxytocin. Just realize that. Also an anti-inflammatory. I did share that, but amazing product right there. So on the retail, you have $60 on the bag of coffee. If they bought on a smart ship, they would pay $40. So the difference in between that is what you get paid in retail, which is a differential income. On the Xanthamax, the happy pill, it releases the oxytocin in the body, helps with any kind of anti-inflammatory situations. That is $65 retail, $40 on Smart Ship. So they pay you the difference weekly, 2 weeks later from when your first pay period is. Every single week you're going to get paid on all the work that you did 2 weeks prior, the differential. In this scenario, it's $120, and this is $80, so you made $45. It's actually $45. That's $125. So you made $45 retail on your weekly if you just had one customer that did the bag and the happy pills. So guys, that is the retail side, and that pays out every single week. Now we have this is my favorite part, which is the smart chips. And why do we call it a smart chip? Because if you saw the difference in the price, you would see that it's smart to save money. So if you like to make money, if you like to save money, you're gonna love the smart chip because you can save a nice amount whenever you buy the product, right? On a smart chip price. And that's gonna pay monthly. And why do I get so excited about that? Is because this is what I call rollover money. See, on the job, you have to roll out of bed to go make money, right? You get up, you roll out of bed, you go to work, you get paid. You don't go to work, you don't get paid, right? But what if you can get paid where instead of rolling out of bed, you just roll over in bed? And that's what I love about this part, because you can build a book of business very similar to like what an insurance agent does with a bunch of clientele, basically that'll pay you over and over and over again. So the way that works is you're gonna get paid 20% every single month on what you personally do. So you make a sale one time, and I call this circular income, because you do something one time and you get paid over and over and over again. Where if you were, say, a real estate agent, that's a linear income. You do something one time, you sell a house, well, you don't get paid on that house next year, you don't get paid on it the next month, you don't get paid on it the year after, one time. Linear income versus circular. I love circular because I do it one time and get paid over and over. So guys, you get paid 20% of whatever you personally do. So if you go out there and get, let's just call it 100 customers on Dose, and you're gonna make $1,600 a month if you had 100 customers you personally had on Dose. So that's the first way you can get paid, by personal production. The second way is through building an agency or a team like I shared earlier. So let's just say, for instance, you bring in Sue. Sue goes out there and she gets her, let's just call it 60 customers, and she's making $1,000 a month. Is Sue happy? I would say so. She's making an extra $1,000 a month. I just had a girl, Linda, the other day. She sent me a copy of her check and she goes, oh my God, just from sharing this with some people, I can almost pay my whole mortgage with this part-time income by going out there and sharing the Dose with people. So this is a cool thing. Sue's happy she made $1,000. Well, you're also happy because you're going to get paid 22% of Sue's residual income. What is residual income? Something that happens over and over. The circular income. So Sue goes out and gets her 50 or 60 customers. She's making $1,000. You're making $220. Well, guys, it gets better. Say, for instance, you go out and you bring on Dave. Dave says, hey, I want to go do this. I know a lot of people that drink coffee. Dave goes out and gets roughly 60 customers. He's making $1,000. Dave's fired up. He's excited. But guess what? You're fired up too, because now you get paid 44% on not only Sue, but Dave. 440, 440. You're making $880. And basically, Sue and Dave are excited because they made $1,000. But you made, again, rollover money, right? You got paid from the efforts of others. See, wealthy people don't work for money. Wealthy people work to create assets that throw off money. So they invest into things, businesses, or systems that pay over and over. This allows you to do the exact same thing, so where you can basically create assets through helping other people go out there and make some extra money for themselves, and it'll pay you substantially for doing so as well. So guys, that is the beautiful part of leverage. Now it gets better, all right? So we're gonna bring on Bob. Bob goes out there. Guess what? You just got to raise. Now it goes to your best two. Who are your best two right now are Sue and Dave. Sue made $1,000. Dave makes $1,000. Well, guess what? You're fired up because you just got paid $660, $660, a 66% residual check match. And guys, you're going to notice I'm going to say residual match. And I'm going to explain exactly what that is. I already talked about It's the residual income that comes over and over and over again, but it does get better because now Jill comes on board. Jill just gave you another raise. Now you get paid 88% of whatever your top two. Whatever their residual check is, 88%, 880, 880. All right? So now let's say, for instance, you bring on John. John gets started. You just got another raise, 110% of your top two's residual income check match. Guys, this is amazing what you're able to do with this comp plan because you can check match the top two residual incomes in your organization, which is amazing. But it gets better. Not only do you check match your top two residual income, let me show you where the residual income comes from. In this scenario, we use personal production. These people get paid 20% of whatever their personal production is. But on your people outside, your best two, you're going to get paid 20% as well. So which means John goes out there and makes 1,000, you make 1,000. Bob makes 1,000 in personal production, you make 1,000 in personal production, right? Because you're getting paid 20% of whatever your 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's no limit to how big of a team you build. So you can build to any level that you want, which is amazing. So guys, now what's going to happen is you're not only going to get 20% when Bob goes out and markets John, but also their best two. Down to infinity. What does that look like? Every single one of these people's best two, best two, best two, down to infinity on your 3s, your 4s, your 5s, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however big of a team you want to build, you're going to get 20% on those, on all of their sales, but also their best two down to infinity, which could be exponential. We have many people in our company that are making more in a month than they used to make in quite a few months. I don't want to say, but it's crazy. Some as much as some people make in a year. It's amazing the kind of income you can create through leverage, right? Roll over money. So guys, just in this side, if you were check matching 1,000 and 1,000 at $2,200, that is like having over $400,000 in the bank at 6% interest. And can we all agree that banks don't pay 6% interest right now? You would have to have close to $1 million to make the $2,200 that you would make residually just on the check match if your top two were making $1,000 on their residual income. Guys, this is leverage. I don't know about you, but I believe that I could do that a lot faster than I can save up close to $1 million to not even get paid that guaranteed because interest rates are extremely low right now. So guys, what this allows you to do is leverage and start. What if it took you a year to do that? Wouldn't it be worth it? Just to have that same kind of retirement income coming in every single month, residual income. So guys, we talk about residual income. Where it comes from is personal production of yourself, personal production of your 3, 4s, and 5s, right? And their best two down to infinity. That's where the residual income comes from. And that's what you're going to check match on your best two. So guys, there's more money. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail, but it really boils down to this. You can get paid by duplicating this, by teaching your team to do the exact same thing. Because every time you duplicate this up to 5 people, you now get another percentage on your 3, 4s, and 5s, 3, 4s, and 5s, down 5 levels. For every person up to 5 people that you help do it, you break open another layer of the 3, 4s, and 5s, 3, 4s, and 5s, where you're going to make 22% of their 20%, which is like 4%. So to make it simple, let's say, for instance, this person makes a $100 sale. You're going to make roughly $4.40 on a $100 sale. So guys, that would come multiple levels down. At level 5, you would be making $4, $4, $4 on over 2,000 people. When they go out and had a $100 sale, you're making $4, $4 on 1,000 people. Imagine or 2,000 people, imagine if 2,000 people all made a $100 sale and you got just that $4. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? And that's exactly why people have been able to make extremely amazing incomes through doing this. So guys, that's a comp plan. It only gets better through going out there and sharing this with people and duplicating this by helping your people strive for 5. You also open up a bonus structure where you can get monthly or let's just call it lifestyle bonuses, anywhere from $400 to $300 a month on top of all these amazing commissions. What if there was one-time bonuses that, like large chunks, that they would pay you every single month until it's paid off, couple $1,000s at a time? We have people that are earning 5-figure monthly bonus checks for the next few years because they went out there and duplicated this and built a huge team. So guys, it really boils down to this. We have a product that really makes a difference in people's lives. We have a system and a culture, more importantly, that is designed to help you create success. When was the last time you had a success coach? Guys, we have not only the culture, but we have a training model for the people that say, you know, how do I go out there and do this? We have a model that will train not only you, but train your people and their people and their people, so you don't have to try to figure it out. See, this business is not about you. It's about who do you know that you can impact. And that's really what it boils down to. So if people spend 14,000 hours to go through kindergarten through 12th grade. So it just makes sense to plug into a model and get trained from people that have the kind of success that you want to have. Get trained by those people and spend hours and hours with them versus the 14,000 hours you went to just grade school to learn how to go out and get a job. So with that being said, guys, there's only 3 types of people that look at this. The first type person is like, you know what? The product just makes sense. Who doesn't like to be happy? At least get on the product, feel what it feels like to be elevated in so many ways. Feel what it feels like to have this amazing happy pill and release that just euphoric love feeling all the time. And a lot of times the aches and pains just feel so much better because of what this does. You know, so you're number 1 if you just want to get on the product. Congratulations. Get with the person, invite you on here, tell them you're number 1. And number 2 is somebody that says, you know what? You know, I love this, but I think I'm going to tell people, and I think instead of I'd like to get some free product, right? So, hey, there's a way when you enroll as a customer, they give you a link and you actually can, you know, earn points, right? Third type of person is someone that says, you know what? I see this and I want to go out there and really make an impact on my life. I'm ready for change. I'm ready to not only take my health to another level, but I'm ready to take my finances to a whole nother level. Like, you know, Ray Charles could see this bad boy. This is a no-brainer, right? So I'm a number 3, right? Get with the person, invite you on the call tonight. Let them know I'm a number 1. I want to get on the product. And number 2, I'd like some free product. And a number 3, I want to go out there and make a difference and get paid for making a difference. Thank you for jumping on the call tonight. I hope you guys got exactly what it is that you needed to find out about elevacity, see why people are so fired up about this. Give it the person, invite you on, let them know if you're a 1, a 2, or a 3, and get started. Everybody have a great night. I will unmute everyone, say good night, and then see you guys later.
Night.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris. Thank you. That was awesome.
Night.
I'm a number 3.